India currently is battling two things: COVID and uh, hunger. And feeding them with grains and rice and pulses is not just enough, but what they also need is sustainable employment. We have 30 crore people in India who live on subsistence income, and about 14 crore people are internal immigrants who are desperately trying to escape the hunger in their own villages. In the aftermath of Corona, the government can take care of this and use this opportunity to put India on an economic fast track. The low crude oil prices has saved billions of dollars for the nation, and government can take advantage of the physical leeway and risk it with inflationary pressure. The world will start looking at an alternative to China, and India can utilize this opportunity to attract foreign capital for disinvestment. When the government says to the big companies that you should not fire people, fair enough, but only companies with strong financials can afford to do that, and such kind of companies employ only 10% of India's workforce. What happens is this will also stop them from hiring new graduates every year. We have 1 crore new graduates graduating out of colleges every year, and what about job opportunities for them in the coming years? That's a big question. And we have small and mid-sized businesses which are heavily impacted by the slowdown. Now the question is, do these people retain their employees or do they fire them? For example, if a place has 400 to 500 employees, do they fire a few of them or do they fire all of them, or do they, after firing a few of them, look at their funds they have in their hands to pay the salaries of the people, or do they look at it as the working funds to continue the business they are in? At this point of time, banks can play a very crucial role in helping them. Also, we have a lot of corner kirana shops in India. There's about 4 crore small and micro businesses, what we call the corner kirana stores, and they will be caught in a very vicious cycle of paying their EMIs. If they have to pay their EMIs right now, it is going to be very tough for them, and if they don't pay their EMIs, their credit ratings will collapse, and in future they cannot borrow to sustain themselves. At this point of time, if the government thinks of helping people to pay their EMIs for a couple of months or 3 months of borrowers, say, who have borrowed small amounts, that is less than 5 lakh rupees, maybe then it might help those corner kirana stores to survive. But a modest estimation says India would need at least $5 billion to help the small and microfinance businesses. This is an excellent opportunity for our nation to rebuild and to put our economy on a fast track. God forbid, in this critical time, if India loses even 0.01% of its population to COVID, the death rate will be much more than any other nation in the world. Now, if they can pass on the benefits of lower crude oil prices and increase the fuel subsidies, then there will be a cascading effect on the Indian economy. The minute the fuel prices decreases, the transportation becomes cheaper. If the transportation becomes cheaper, the goods that are transported from place to place will automatically become cheaper. When that becomes cheaper, people will have more savings or a comfortable balance to maintain their life, and they will have more buying power. Automatically, when there is more buying power in the market, that means there is more liquid cash in the market, and it will give the world as an opportunity to come and invest in India when they are looking for disinvestments. So this is going to be one golden opportunity to help Indians. Because of the cascading effect, it will reach the last man standing in the nation as well. The farmers, the migrant laborers, and everybody. Just announcing a few stimulus packages is not enough, because if you reduce the fuel prices, if you pass on the benefits of low crude oil prices to the common man, that itself is going to take care of a huge challenge that India is facing, that is looming at us in the aftermath of this COVID crisis. Hopefully, the government, BJP government, Modi-led government, will look at passing on the benefits of low crude oil prices to the common man.